Yeah, hi Sean. Thank you so much for coming today. You've worked with KuCoin, CumRocket, and over 40 crypto projects. How would you introduce yourself in just two sentences?
Two sentences. Hi, my name is Sean. I am providing most services, most things that you need to launch a project. And I'm currently working with two other projects. So thank you for having me.
Awesome. Yeah, when did you realize that crypto wasn't just a trend and hype and that it will stay for like long time?
I guess it was around 2021, early 2021. I just looked at crypto as investment since 2016, 2017, just investing small money here and there. But in 2021, I saw the DeFi summer happening and the Sushi Swap and Uniswap coming along, and I saw this big potential in crypto. I lost a lot of money. I made a lot of money first, and then I lost a lot of money. And it got me to think, where is this money going to? And I was like, oh, okay, it's either service providers or project owners. So I really wanted to learn. And I was just going into different chats. I really love chatting. And that's how I started my journey.
Nice, very interesting. And you were a community manager for KuCoin in South Korea. What was the wildest and toughest challenge you had to deal with there?
Probably the interview phase. I did. They had me do about 4 interviews back in 2022. April of 2022, we did about 4 interviews, and very deep questions about Web3, of my understanding of Web3. And then when I started work, it wasn't as difficult because my focus was always having fun, help people have a good feeling about a project or a product. They eventually fall in love with the product. And my goal was to make the community a fun place where anyone can come and talk and participate and make money. It's Web3, so anyone can just chat whatever they want. Anyone can invest whatever time they have, and it worked. So the community grew without any bots. It grew in size from 4,000 to 9,800 in 3 months. And then I think the trading volume went up by 5 to 10x during those 3 months. And that's what I believe, having fun. And in the beginning, though, because we don't know each other, we only know each other through the Telegram chats and Twitter posts. We mostly focused on Telegram, but since we don't meet each other physically, it's really hard to build this thing of rapport where you and I feel comfortable enough to share daily, what you invested in, what you need help in. So that was the big homework that I had to, or big task that I had to.
Yeah, very, very interesting. So they were checking on during the job interview if you are fun enough, right?
Right.
Yeah. And how is the Korean crypto scene different from the US? There are people saying that, Koreans treat crypto like gambling. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. US is a lot more advanced in terms of technology. And I think how people are open. In Korea, there's a lot of talented people, but the sentiment in the society, I think after Luna crash, that was a big thing, and then FTX, I think biggest number of investors come from Korea for using FTX. So that kind of messed a lot of people's financials, and they ruined a lot of people's lives. And that's how people view it. Oh, okay, crypto was just a gambling, but that's what they said. So back in again 2022 with the Luna crash and FTX crash, a lot of people lost a lot of money. People committed suicide. It was horrible. And the sentiment is the same, I think, when when stock markets first came out in Korea. So a lot of people thought stock markets were like, gambling for people with a lot of money in the very, very beginning. And I think that's how they're viewing it now. Crypto will be eventually accepted, I believe. Many people are involved in one way or another. They have traded once or twice at least. Very few people stay, I believe, and very few people have actually made money. Unfortunately, many network marketing schemes go around in Korea posing as Web3 projects, and that's just that's just a lot of unfortunate. It is very unfortunate, but there's a lot of the sentiment is not that positive.
Yeah, but regarding the scam, etc., there are like very strict regulations in South Korea, right? What do you think? Do they help market to grow, or vice versa? They just slowing things down.
Regulations. I mean, it seems like Korea has too many regulations. I think. I guess not too many regulations, but I guess very strict regulations. When I was almost finishing up my work for KuCoin, they used to have a rumor going around saying, KuCoin and few others are going to be investigated, or they're gonna be served with like a notice, government notice. And when people hear that, they don't want to invest. And with funding getting dried up, real good people, there are really skilled Web3 people in Korea. They don't get the chance. So it does slow things a lot. If Korea wants innovation, we have to do something with the regulations, because many companies are trying to leave Korea.
Yeah, very interesting. And let's talk about your period at CumRocket. What happened when CumRocket blew up after Elon Musk tweet? What was happening beyond the scenes? Did you guys see it coming? And what was it?
Oh man. So this was right after I lost a lot of money. I saw a few YouTube channels. I was constantly watching YouTube channels to seek for new projects, to get new ideas, and maybe make the money back. And CumRocket first came out, it was a joke. It was a meme coin, it was a joke. Everybody was just, making jokes about sex. It was pretty nasty and fun and like rough at the same time. And I got to, so I first joined them. I really wanted to see if they're not a scam or not. And me watching them on the sideline made me lose my first chance to get in. Because if I went in, that would have made my holdings like 100 and something, maybe a few hundred X's. And then I started just chatting with them, having fun, and I was very active. So they gave me a role as like a moderator, and then our team overall really worked really hard. And then when we got the Elon Musk tweet, then it was just insane, because I saw the South Korean TV talking about it on the other side of the globe. They were planning on something real cool. At the time, like something like a Twitch for adults, which I don't think the founder had the vision, but I don't think she knew how to execute it, because she didn't know who to go to for development, and developers are really expensive. But I don't think it was luck, because people were just putting an insane number of hours. They were staying 10 to 12 hours in the chat, chanting and really shilling the project to different communities. Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
Yeah, nice. And regarding meme coins in general, do you think they have any real value?
Oh yeah, for sure. Meme coins are going to be memes are going to be new ways to create legitimate communities. If a Web3 project comes out into the scene, a lot of the times they don't understand what that legit project is trying to do. A lot of the times they don't have this connection. They just think it's a product they can invest, and then when they make like 2 or 3x, they come out because they don't understand it. Meme coins, adding some kind of a layer of meme coin element would bring the community together. For example, somebody made there's a meme called Yobama, Yoda from Star Wars, and Obama. The faces kind of interlapped together to create this Yobama. People who don't like Obama probably made it, and a lot of people were just having fun making fun of Yobama, and now they were making up stories. Now, with that one character, so many different things could be generated. Stories, video clips, different kinds of memes. So, for example, for Shiba, if a project is like the Shiba Inu project, where they, with the money that they made, they reinvest in the project to create the NFT ecosystem or other ecosystems. I think it's just showing the potential of where memes can go. It's just that many people just think it's a pump and dump, but meme could be used to bring the community, to build a very, very strong community, a lasting community.
Yeah, and what meme coins do you think have a legit future this year?
Legit future. I think a lot of people are rooting for Brett. BRETT, Brett. As long as Coinbase doesn't launch their own token, Brett is their runner. Brett is made by the same guy, Matt Fury, that made Pepe. And Brett is the number one coin in base, the number one meme coin. That went from 1 million to, I think, it hit 1 billion just last year, and then it's in correction mode right now. Doing a lot of partnerships, currently developing a lot of cool stuff that we don't hear about. So 2025, definitely, Brett. Some people say this may be the end of meme era, 2025, with the Solana crashing. I honestly don't think so. But some kind of meme element were always there ever since the first, Doge King came out, and 2017 ICOs happened. It's not gonna go away, and people love to come together and have fun. That's what it is essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. And regarding your services that you provide to the projects, right? To the crypto project. What exactly do you provide, and what's in high demand right now?
Well, we provide A to Z services in crypto. A to Z meaning from ideation. Like, you have a concept, but you don't know what to make. You don't know it needs to be made. We don't know what could be concrete. We don't know if it's logically flowing. We make the ideation part for you, because we're constantly reviewing the news and trends, and we know what is gonna work, what is hot right now, or what is going to be hot in the next 6 months. For example, right when Ondo was coming out and people were just starting to talk about RWA, I knew a few months back, about 3 to 4 months back, we have to go into RWA. We were preparing and launching, and we knew it was going to be the next big wave. 2 years ago, we started that. So from ideation, then when you make the idea, it has to come true, right? It has to come into reality. Your thoughts have to be written. So we do documenting for pitch decks and website content, pitch deck content, website content, white paper content. When we make that, based on that, we create a blurb, we create a community, and then we connect you to, if you have enough funding, we connect you to good marketing teams. We do our marketing as well, marketing firms, and then once you get some hype, we go to Launchpads, and I because I worked with KuCoin, I kind of leveraged that to connect with a lot of different listing agencies and listing personnel from different exchanges. So basically, ideation to creation to marketing and building hype to launch, and after launch marketing and development. We help with everything that you can imagine. What is high in demand right now? It's always funding. It's always going to be funding for projects. Early stage funding. If you are somebody from a big company that use the big crypto company and trying to do something, you have a name value. If you have a good product, you can raise good funding. Pre-TGE funding and also after post-TGE funding through OTC deals, over-the-counter deals in the millions. So it's funding is always the hottest. And right now, this year, I think, marketing and connecting with, exchanges, people get scammed with fake exchanges. Recently my friend got $250,000 scammed by fake KuCoin. He never told me about it. I was just a click away. He could have just asked me a question. But it's things like that. I help with listing. I help with filtering out, bad contacts. And that's what was really high in demand right now, like the funding part, OTC deals, and getting listing. Listing was really hot.
Yeah. And what do you think? What's the number one mistake startups keep making?
Startups love to think their projects are the best project, and that's what you should think about your project, right? But startups don't realize that it takes a lot more to be a project that's valued over $100 million or $1 billion. You see from charts, you see the market cap of Ethereum, Sui, Solana, Chainlink every day. So you feel numb to those numbers, and you think it's going to be very easy to get to. Some people think, if I launch today, it's going to get to 1 billion tomorrow. That number never happens. So first thing you have to do is really evaluate yourself realistically. If you come to us, we can analyze what you're missing. Yeah, everybody has a potential to become $1 billion project, but are you willing to do the things that's going to get you there? I love this quote when somebody told me that everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die to get there. Like, they don't want to put the work in there. So stop making this mistake of, overvaluing yourself. Be more critical of yourself. And you have to talk to other people that have been in the industry to finally find out where you are, where your project is, because you're not going to know. You're not going to know by yourself. And then later on, you're going to go around and say, I try to start a crypto project, it never worked. Crypto is such a mystery, and it's not. You just didn't put in enough time.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for this advice. And what do you think? What is the biggest lie people still believe about crypto?
Biggest lie that people still believe in crypto is that Ripple is going to go to $100. It's never going to go to $100. You have to understand that there's finite amount of money in the world. In order for us to have another Bitcoin, have you thought about that? Bitcoin is over $1 trillion. That's a country's, let's say, annual GDP of a country. Yeah, but people are. I don't want to rain on their parade. They can dream whatever they want. It's a free country, free world, but you have to be realistic. You have to know that there's finite amount of money. Even if you squeeze out everything, it's not gonna be over $1 trillion in the world. Yeah, a very small portion of it, very, very small portion of it is in actual, funding. A lot of them are in like real estate and all those other places, owning land and buildings and cars. And these assets that are floating around, people are expecting to come into crypto is not going to happen as very soon. So Ripple, in 100 years, maybe.
Yeah.
It's not going to go to $100.
Yeah, but how big is it going to be, the Ripple XRP in, in 2 years?
2 years, I think it will go to at least $5. $5 to $10 in between that, at least $5, because they now have an EVM compatible chain. Before it used to be, it wasn't a blockchain company. Now it is. They launched their own blockchain, EVM compatible blockchain last year. And let's see what they can do. So I mean, going back, people need to be a little bit more smart and not think that Bitcoin's price is where all the other projects are gonna go to. $100,000 is not gonna.
Yeah. Okay. And if you had an unlimited budget, what kind of crypto project would you create?
Unlimited budget? Oh, wow. That's a good question. I would create a music project. Musicians are not paid well. That's where my passion is, helping musicians thrive. Since the music consumption market moved to online, even if you have 100 million plays on Spotify, you're not gonna make a lot of money. You're never gonna make a lot of money like how you used to sell CDs. So it's easier for everybody in the world to hear your music now, but they're earning less. So they have to raise the concert tickets, they have to, do more of these fan meetups that they didn't really need to before. When artists are strained with their funding, they cannot be creative. They have to just follow what's making money, and that's very unfortunate. So music through NFT, music player, music games, metaverse concerts, music streaming through blockchain is where my ultimate goal is. If I have unlimited funding, I would fund all these new artists coming out from music schools, produce their own music, sell their own thing on the market, and really, experience and help themselves through Web3. And if musicians do it and entertainers do it, a lot of people will follow.
Yeah, that's a beautiful goal. Yeah. And Sean, you mentioned that you watch a lot of YouTube videos, etc. Where can people follow you and get latest crypto insights? You're active on Twitter, right? Also.
I have a very small channel. It's very private. Less than 20 people come in. I share all the news in the world that I can grab for me and for others. On Twitter, I'm not as active on Twitter as I should be. And I have a lot of things to say. So I do want to go on Twitter, but not yet. Once I make my first million and I have a little more time.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. We will share the links.
Yeah, just message me on Telegram and we can talk more. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much for coming, Sean. It was nice seeing you again, and wish you best of luck with everything.
Thank you so much for having me again. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, have a great day. Thank you so much.